Hi there, welcome to Floating in Books. Today we're going to be doing wardrobe declutter number 1, coats, jackets, and blazers. And I've hung up all of my outerwear behind me and it's just gotten out of hand. And I'm at this point, I had the same thing with my makeup collection. It's just time to get rid of things. So today we're going to do coats, jackets, and blazers, and then we're going to do hopefully 5 or 6 other videos like this. I hope you're here for it. This coat is an easy keep. It's from H&M. It's easily one of my most worn coats for sure. It's a lot warmer than it looks, yet it is also quite thin. So I've been wearing this a lot. This one is also from H&M. A lot of my coats are from H&M because I can usually get a deal on them. And I thought, wouldn't this be cool for like the fall winter season, but it's a bit too cropped and it kind of like takes my shirt with me, leaving my back sort of exposed, making it not super warm. So this one needs to go. This is another great jacket for like the fall winter season. This is from Monkey and it's a coat I capped previously over another coat I had that also had a houndstooth print, but not this big. I do have one of the buttons that I need to sew back on because it's about to fall off, but this is great. It's sort of like this boxy jacket, so I like that. This one, I like it. I love a good mustard yellow. It's got the teddy coat sort of vibe. Do I want to keep it? Let me put it on. This is one of those sale finds, you know? Yeah, I do like this. For like, you know, transitional weather, it's nice. This is a much better jacket from H&M for me. It's a tartan print, like, it's sort of a cross between a racing jacket, a baseball jacket, and a bowling jacket. So I like it, and it's got tartan print. So another great thing for the upcoming spring season. And here things get tough because this is a jacket I haven't worn all season. It's a, it did have pockets, right? Yes, it does. It's a fully lined denim jacket from H&M. Even the arms of the sleeves of the jacket have been some sort of padding, so it's quite warm. And I do have a regular denim jacket towards the other end, and that's unlined, and I wear it all throughout spring and summer. And then this was the version I bought for like the fall winter season, and I was looking for something like this for a while, but now that I haven't worn it all season, I'm like, should I get rid of it? But it's such a good staple. And then I have 3 trench coats. So trench coats are something that everybody says is a staple, and I could just never find the right ones until I found these. So I have this beige one from H&M. It's got some pilling on it. So it's a little bit oversized. It has a lovely shade though. I have found with trench coats, they often come in this very light beige, which doesn't work for my complexion because I'm so pale. And your coat is quite a bit of a, like it takes up a lot from your outfit. So I need a little bit more. And then I'm putting it on again. I'm like, is this perfect for me? But I love the slouchy vibe this has. So for now, I do think I want to keep it. I got a navy one from Zara last season. This was in the fall season. And this has this coating to also make it withstand rain. So it's water resistant, which is great. And it's got the storm flap. It was a bit more expensive, but I love this. And it's navy, which is why it works. And then I just bought this one from H&M. Oh, where did the sash go? It's probably inside. So this does come with a sash. It's got the storm flap in this really cool, super vibrant bright blue. Something I know I can get rid of. Let me show you this one on so you can see what I mean. That beige does not look right on me. Because if I put this on, like it's a really lovely coat. It's from Zara. But it's just not my shade. Like everybody keeps saying a camel coat is a classic, but I just feel, I don't know, I feel like a donut in this. It's just not a good thing. So much better for me. Sort of similar shape to the coat as the beige one, but then in a red. Works much better. This one, I've had this for years from Zara, and I did wear it, but it attracts everything. So it's such a good shape for me that I keep it, and I just keep lint rolling it. And then I have sort of that red coat in the green, which I also like. This faux fur number, really lovely. And it's a bit light, not gonna lie, but it's also not big enough. Like I can just about close it. Like I can close it, but then the minute I do this, like the buttons usually pop open if I put my bag on or anything. So this can go. Leopard print faux fur, not going anywhere. This guy I really like. This is also from H&M. I got it in a sale last year. But it does that same thing as that brown jacket, where if you, like, you need to sort of hike it up to make it look a bit more flattering, but then it sort of like hikes up towards like here when you wear it because of the elastic band. Do I need a checkered one and a houndstooth one? I think I can just do with just the one, so I can get rid of that. This is a new acquisition. It's a teddy coat in a cream, which is another reason why I can get rid of some of those lighter things. It was in the H&M winter sale, and it's a size extra large. It's far too big, but it's like wearing a blanket, but for outdoors, and because it is oversized, I can actually layer a sweater underneath it. So that's what I was looking for, and it does do all the way up. So you don't need a scarf with this, and that's something that I've really been looking for, like something that just closes up high enough. And this is it. It's super long. It's ankle length on me. But yeah, I do really like this. If you know anything about me, you know I don't love black coats, but I have this faux fur number from Bershka that is the exception to the rule in my wardrobe. But here again, it doesn't go up high, as in like the collar doesn't. So you need to wear something underneath it, and I find that I can only wear this with like a turtleneck underneath it, because the minute I put on a scarf, it's too much. So I think this needs to go as well. This guy from Mango in the red is much better on me, and it has a really high neck, so I don't have to wear a scarf with this, which is what I prefer. I haven't worn all winter, but these are nicer coats as well. So I have this like herringbone one from Zara, and this really nice navy and beige one from H&M. And I am finally going to be saying goodbye to this. This is my oldest coat I still have, I think. It's from Zara. I bought it years ago. The buttons don't stay put. So I've mended the inside, like the seams ripped, and it's still nice. It's still a good coat. But I can't really wear it with a sweater, which is when I would wear this. And one of the poppers is no longer popping. And if that one opens, the first 3 buttons open and it's only closed here. And it's a lot of light, like a lot of air. And then I have this sort of like lammy thing. I wear this a lot when it's snowing, and it hasn't snowed here this year. So this is my it's like super cold outside winter coat. I may have found a replacement for that lammy coat, because I bought this down and feather coat from H&M in the sale this year. It's a puffer coat, which is something I didn't think I would wear, but I didn't have a lot of super practical coats, and this is again high up enough that I don't necessarily need to wear it with a scarf. So that's great, and it's got a hood, so it's great when it's raining, and it again has this water repellent sort of coating, so if you walk in it in the rain, it does make you look like a marshmallow. It does. I've got raincoats as well, because I tend to go out in the rain sometimes. And I'm going to get rid of the light blue. I've had it for a while, and I feel it's just not as waterproof as it used to be. And then I'm going to be keeping the black one. I have my baseball jacket from H&M that I love. And this is that denim jacket I already talked about. This is my go-to. I got it, it was like an oversized fit, and the more I wear it and wash it, there goes a jacket. The more I wear this and wash it, the more comfortable and loose it gets. It's starting to look nicely worn in. And in the spring summer season, this is pretty much all I wear. Then moving into what was falling on the ground. I still have a black coat because I've got a black leather jacket. I decided to invest in a real leather jacket last year. This was again from H&M in the sales. And then I have my vintage red leather jacket that I can't get rid of course, because this is lovely. It's a very good one. Okay, so I've made a bit more space on my rail. I'm getting rid of 7 and I'm keeping 23 items. Some of these were no longer fitting on the rail in the hallway, so I actually put them on a rail in my wardrobe, and that is actually one of the things I want to do, is hopefully get rid of enough dresses later in another declutter, which I will be filming back to back, so I will know sooner than you do. But if I get rid of enough dresses, then some of those like bigger winter coats can actually go into my closet, and then they're not out in the hallway anymore, which I think is actually better. So that's the aim here as well, to sort of keep like a couple of things out at a time and then put those things back in. But yeah, we'll see in a different declutter whether that will happen. Let me bring out the blazers. And right now behind me, we have all of my like blazers, like jackets and things that I wouldn't necessarily categorize as outerwear, but I wear more so indoors. So now I'm really happy that I tend to be a bit of a collector, you could say. I think of my wardrobe as an archive, and I never got rid of my bomber jackets. So I still have 3. I have this one with the embroidery, which I want to keep. I have a navy velvet with this embroidered design on the back. And then I have this silver metallic. All 3 are staying. And then we need to go through this. So one of the reasons why I have so many blazers is because I buy them vintage. Like about half of these I think are vintage. And I feel the cuts are much better for me. They usually work a little bit better in terms of the way they fit. The color schemes are a lot more fun. They have fun buttons. But yeah, I can also just get rid of a couple, I'm sure. Let me find some I know I want to get rid of. I pulled it out. I don't think I've ever worn this. I pulled it out of my wardrobe, and I remember buying this with the thought of, yeah, but I want one of those like really classic beigey checkered. But then I look at how many checkered blazers I have, and then I would pick those over this one every day. This I know I can get rid of. I think it's actually going to be a bit too small. I bought this as a co-ord. Like this came with matching trousers, and the trousers were too small for me like 6 months later. And this one is also a little bit snug. It makes me feel a bit constricted, which is why I no longer wear it. So this can go. So this is really cute. It's a cropped vintage blazer, but the lining inside it ripped, so I took it out, but this is just too warm. I've tried wearing it, and within 5 seconds I'm boiling hot, so this can go. This red number, like I just love blazers and what they do for an outfit. So let me try some of these on just to see. This is an H&M one. I like this. So that's my Prince of Wales check, but then I also have a tartan check one. And now I'm like, do I need to keep that? This is double-breasted. This one I feel a little less good in. So then I think that these two sort of do the same thing for me. Like I would wear them with similar things. This guy, vintage blazer, also red, but with the green. I don't feel super attached to this one, so it can go. I have a couple of linen blazers that I bought for like the spring summer season. So these are things I can wear in the upcoming season. And then I have this really nice taupe number. I wanted something that was a bit more neutral because there was so much color. I have the yellow, which I now see needs an iron with the lapel here. Is that my best shade? I don't think so. I do like this. Like this with like a summer dress. I don't want to just get rid of things just for the sake of getting rid of things. And I have 2 of these beige ones. Like I have this darker beige, which is a good color for me. And I have this lighter beige, but this is a linen. So that's again great for like the spring summer season. And then I just have the sage green, and I have the matching trousers. So this I can't get rid of. Here again, I have some that I have matching trousers to, which is why it's difficult for me to get rid of these, because I'm like, oh, but it's so good. But I know the lilac I don't have the matching trousers for. No, this feels a bit too constricting. From ASOS, and I have the matching trousers for this. So this is actually when I first got into blazers, I bought this. And I don't think this is my shade of yellow. I might keep the pants, because it's not like up by my face, but you can just see that this does nothing. And with the red t-shirt, it definitely doesn't go. But this is a bit too, like I really like the lapels on this. I really do. This is not my shade of, not my shade of yellow. This pink number, I have the matching trousers too, I believe. And this is the same size as the lilac one, and this one I feel so much better in. And then I have the same one in the purple, and again I have the matching trousers to this, I'm sure of that, so this can stay. This is another part of a cohort. I have the matching trousers of this H&M one, but H&M blazers fit a slightly different way than the ones from Zara. So let me see how this fits. Oh, this is actually pretty good still. It's perhaps gaping a little too much. This makes me look a little bit frumpy. Yeah, this can go. I have this guy from Zara, which I love, so this can stay. I have the green velvet from Zara, which can stay. And now I'm just a bit conflicting because this is a vintage blazer and this is Zara. And they're both rough, like they're different. This is a boxier fit, this is longer, it's got more red. So shall I keep them both then? I'll keep both. I don't have a lot of black and white blazers anymore. I used to have more, I feel. I have this houndstooth one from H&M, and then I have this one, which is vintage. And then I have the H&M one, which I need to try on because I haven't worn it in a while. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to get rid of this H&M blazer. It's just a little bit too snug in the shoulders and not that comfortable. I could barely reach up to change the battery on my camera. And then I have two navy blazers. And one of them is like this oversized thing that, again, I have the matching trousers to. And this is from Zara. And I think I only need one. So I'm going to keep the oversized H&M one and getting rid of the Zara. Then I have this really lovely vintage blazer that I love wearing. I've got more blue because I've got this bright blue. And this is the same one as the navy one. So I'd rather keep this than the navy. It's the same cut. So let me show you. Let me show you. Like Zara, like this cut on Zara blazers is like the same for almost every blazer they do. Like the pell is the same, the buttons are the same. And then this is new. It's vintage. And it's this petrol shade, which I thought was really nice. It doesn't have any buttons. And then I'm getting rid of that green jacquard one. And this one from Zara I've never worn, but it's so good. It's like this tealy green sort of vibe, and I really like it. It has this like botanical vibe. I really like the look of it. Grays and blacks. So this one at the front is vintage. That's one of my more recent purchases, and I love it. It's this really nice charcoal gray with the red lapel. Keeping. And then I have 3 black ones, and they're all different. So I'm inclined to keep them all. I've got a boucle one from H&M. I have this like oversized number from H&M, and then I have a velvet one from Zara. This boucle jacket is from H&M. This is new to me. This is a new vintage find. It's a corduroy mustard yellow jacket. Love it. I'm gonna be wearing it as a blazer, even though it's not a blazer. Then a vintage suede jacket that I thought I could wear as outerwear, but it's a bit too sweaty for that, so I've been wearing it as a blazer instead. Zara number, which is a velvet, like long line thing that I just throw over like a light pair of jeans and a white t-shirt, and then this on top, and you've got a really great outfit. And then we get browns. And I like all 5 of these, but do I really need 5 brown blazers? One of them isn't vintage. The other 4 are. This is an LL Bean one, which I really like. It's got the bright green lining, but the sleeves on this are a little bit too big. I remember that. But it's great because it's 100% wool. So it's a really good quality jacket. And I believe that LL Bean is like a US based outdoor brand. So like it's really cute, but it's super long. Like I've got the sleeves rolled up because else it's a bit big. It's not too bad. I need to invest in one of those things that like holds up your sleeves, you know, that you can do this. Because if I do it like this, it's fine, you know. So I like this. Now this is another vintage number with the brown neck lapel, really cool buttons, good sleeve length for me, and it's got a bit of green running through it. So that's why I like it. This one I can't get rid of because it's got paisley print and it's more of like a mustard brown almost. And then one of the reasons why I feel I might be able to get rid of that one with the brown neck lapel isn't just because of the fit, but because I bought something that's Max Mara at a more recent vintage kilo sale, but this is cropped. And I did wear it to work already. It was really comfy. Crop jacket. It does look very different on, right? It does. Okay, so then I'm keeping both. And then I just have the And Other Stories one, which I'm not going to get rid of because this is a lovely one. I really like this one. It's definitely more of a modern take on a tweed blazer, which is why I like it. I did a quick count and I'm getting rid of 10 blazers, which is better than I thought because I thought I was going to get rid of like 5, but 10 is a good number. I like that. So that's it for me for this video. This was my coat, jackets, and blazer clear out. Stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to be doing all of my tops, all of my bottoms, all of my dresses is going to be one. I've got categories. I've got categories, people, because yes, I have that much. So without further ado, I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more by me. I come on here once a week, so I hope to see you in my next video. See you next week. Bye-bye.